Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in. We made it to the end of the week. That's good. I hope you did as well. Obviously, you're there. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And, boy, do you think you need more rest and some sleep? You know, you hear me talk about it often on the show. It comes up quite a bit. I mention it. I've done my share of shows on the importance of sleep. One of those lifestyle variables that really can make a difference. Sleep and rest, sleep and rest. You hear me? And I do it by design and intention to keep it in our consciousness because it's one of those, it seems like an easy thing to do, right? You would think, well, perhaps not so much. One of the stories I'll be reporting on today is from Durham University, and it's about rest and well-being. It sort of, I don't want to say vindicates me, but it certainly supports my view about the importance of it and why it is, and exactly how extensive is the issue. This study that I'll tell you about is a global study, and you'll see that it's pretty surprising what people have to say about their not getting enough rest and how that's connected to well-being. And I know people keep looking for these very complicated, sophisticated, mysterious things to do better with their health and you know, to live longer and to have quality of life. Sometimes it's not so mysterious. And you don't need a clinical trial of one sort or another, although I'm always reporting on those. And the obvious sort of like a bullet train breezes right by us. So I always keep saying, go back to first principles. Go back to you know, the basics, fundamentals. I can give you an analogy. You may think it's a stretch, I don't know. But in the world of music, being a musician, which I was for a very long time, professional musician, when you're learning an instrument, right, it's always the fundamentals. Technique, the theory, on the basics, how to execute, and so on. And you start very slow, and then you gradually build on your knowledge, and then you pick up even speed on the instrument and facility and skill. And it's those first principles. And then you advance. And then something odd happens. You're pretty well advanced and progressed deep into the skill. And all of a sudden, you're not quite performing right. And you can't understand it. And the things that you could do before are a little bit more difficult, not coming off quite as well. And what any great music teacher and music coach will then do, and this often happens, you have a professional singer, musician will go to one of these teachers that are, legend in the world of music, and they know how to teach, and they know how to get you out of a slump. And what do they typically do? They take you back to the beginning, the first principles. And that concept applies, in my view, to health as well. Sleep and rest is one of those first principles. And again, we're always looking for, I don't know, exotic, the newest thing to make you live longer and to be more this and more that. Well, this study coming out of Durham, about over 2/3, 68% of the public said they would like more rest. Me included. This is the world's largest survey ever on this topic. The study also turned up this notion that nearly a third, 32% of the people in the study said that they needed more rest than the average person. That's interesting. While 10% thought that they needed less. So clearly, there are more people that think they need a lot of rest, 68%, and about a third of people think that they need more rest than somebody else, and only 10% say that they don't. I guess those are the people that typically think that, getting 3 hours sleep and not resting is macho and great. I don't need to sleep. I don't need to rest. Really? So what makes you so different biologically from other creatures? It eventually catches up. It's biology, man. It's evolution, and it's biology. Organisms, nearly of all kind, advanced organisms, need to sleep and rest. 877-897-8255. In this study, people were asked to choose the activities that they find most restful. The results showed that the top 5 most restful activities are those, what? Done with a bunch of people? No. The ones that you do alone. Because being around a lot of people does what? It takes energy. You have to dial into them. And then there are those people who just suck the life out of you. And if you're with people like that, or one or two in a group that just consume all the oxygen in the room, that is so tedious and so stressful and so draining. So when people want to rest, they want to do it alone. There were more than 18,000 people in the study from 134 different countries that took part in this, what they called the rest test. So this wasn't something indigenous to the U.S. This was across the world, nearly. I love these kinds of studies because it gets you back to first principles relative to taking care of yourself. Here are the 5 most restful activities that people chose to find that, to get the rest that they want. These were the most restful, the top 5. Well, let me see. Oh, Stephen's busy. Let me ask you, Stephen, what do you do when you want to rest? What are some of the things that you will do?
You're not talking sleep, but just relaxing, resting.
Yes.
Typically, I'll just plop on the couch and put on TV. Not necessarily something that I'm like, oh, I want to watch this, but if it's like a movie I've seen 1,000 times, or even just some sporting event or something like that.
Nothing in particular.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting because that came up at number 5. Doing nothing in particular. Like you just said, is there anything else you like to do?
Drink.
That didn't make the top 5. When we come back, I'll tell you what the 5 most restful things were. See, that's why I always ask Stephen those questions. Let me ask Josh. What do you like to do, Josh, when you want to rest? You need to turn your mic on.
Sorry, I was preoccupied. When I want to rest, what do I do?
Yeah. Remember now, this is across the U.S., so this can't be X-rated.
Oh, come on, man. I wasn't going to do that. I don't rest. I don't. I go until I just fall over into bed. So that's kind of how I am.
Well, maybe you should.
I have a hard time even watching like a full movie most of the time, unless I'm in the theater.
Right. Well, then maybe you should. You're making great gains on losing weight. No pun, sort of a paradoxical pun. So maybe we'll get you to do that. We'll be back.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes? Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A. Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A. Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A. Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, algae for life. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. An interesting study trending today dealing with rest. People just getting rest. And this was a international study in that it involved, how many countries was that? I say 134? About 18,000 people was the sample. Was an online survey to investigate the public's resting habits and their attitudes towards relaxation and, busyness. Are you busy? I'm busy right now. The survey found that those who felt they needed more rest scored lower in terms of well-being. That's interesting. Correlation. Not enough rest. Well-being is, there's the concepts of health, wellness, and well-being. Those are three different concepts. They're related, but they're different. Well-being deals with your sense of being. I mean, I could technically define it for you, and maybe I will here as we go along in the show. But how are you feeling, right? Sort of. And similarly, they found that those who responded saying that they think they get more rest than the average person or don't feel they need more rest, those people tended to score twice as high on a well-being metric. This suggests that perception of rest really does matter. Dr. Felicity Collard was the principal investigator. Was the principal investigator on the project, and she's a social scientist in the Department of Geography, of all places. What do mountains have to do? No. And she said, quote, "The survey shows that people's ability to take rest and their levels of well-being are related. We're delighted that these findings combat a common moralizing connection between rest and laziness," close quote. She makes an interesting point. Sometimes people go out of their way not to rest and let anybody know because they're afraid that they're going to be seen as what? Lazy. Yeah, that's strange. But I asked Stephen, I said, what do you do, Stephen, when you want to rest? He said, not anything in particular. That was number 5. Do nothing in particular. 40% of the respondents said that. Just sort of whatever comes to your mind, sit in your chair, who knows, maybe read a newspaper, do crossword puzzles, I don't know. The number one thing that people did to experience, to have a more restful experience, was to read. 58% said that they would like to read. 53% said they wanted to be in a natural environment. I like doing the first two are on my list for sure. Going out, go to the beach. If I lived in California, I'd probably take a ride on the Pacific Coast Highway. If I was, Northern Cal or throughout California, take the Pacific Coast Highway is wonderful, beautiful. I'd probably do that. Go into the forest. When I was a kid, all the time, we lived near forests, and I would spend so much time there alone. I enjoyed it.
So going to the beach is actually a form of resting. I mean, I don't lounge on the beach, but I kind of just like wade into the surf and swim a little bit.
Hang out,
Like nothing strenuous, but I guess I do rest then.
Take a walk, be cool, nice. Being on their own. 52% people said that the most restful activity for them is to be just alone. And then number 4, something that I do a lot, is listen and perform, is listening to music. Number 5, do nothing in particular. Dr. Collard said, quote, "It's intriguing that the top activities considered restful are frequently done on one's own. Reading, being in a natural environment, although you could be with somebody else, but being on their own, listening to music, and doing nothing in particular. So she said that perhaps it's not only the total hours resting or working that we need to consider, but the rhythms of our work, rest, and time with and without others, close quote. I know some people that can never be alone. Others that have no problem with being alone, but they still like to be with others. Then I know people that take it to extreme and they only want to be alone. I don't think that's healthy either. So the extremes are people who can't be alone and those who just totally all the time want to be alone. I think you have to negotiate that and be somewhere, in this case, in the middle. Yet we are social creatures after all. And we find, relative to that variable, there's a lot of research to show that being connected to others, a social network, is also important to a person's health, wellness, and well-being. Modern life, in terms of modern life, this survey, the results of the survey, they said come at a time when the urge to be busy sort of defines modern life, doesn't it? And the topic of rest is at the forefront of many people's minds, given the frenetic world in which we live. It seems hard at times to find a moment where you can rest and do the things that you'd like to do when you want to rest. But those are choices that we make. If you find yourself boxed in, maybe you made choices that ultimately boxed you in so that you have no room to move out of that box and you're just caught up in a world of busyness and just frenetic activity. You have to think about that. Come back, we'll talk with Dominique Ostrander, and she has some ideas about this too.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, are you feeling restful? I hope so. According to this study, maybe not. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. A lot of people in well over 100 countries in this study, what was it, 154 countries or 134 different countries said they're not getting enough rest. 68%. What's interesting, this was a survey. It was not a poll. This was an online survey. So, scientifically, I don't know how they went about choosing the sample. It probably is not as scientifically rigorous as it should be. Nevertheless, what's interesting is when they did this survey, they didn't know if people were going to participate in the survey. Why? Because of the very issue related to rest. People are busy. They're not going to take time, they thought, to go ahead and do a survey on, I need more rest when I'm so busy. Well, 18,000 people decided that they would take time out, their spare time, and fill out the survey. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? Sort of suggests how important rest is to people. They had a chance to talk about it. They said, I don't care how busy I am, I'm going to do this survey. It must be a pressing kind of issue for people then, right? And people must understand that it's crucial to feeling good, to their well-being. And so they filled out the survey. That's just a sort of a sidebar to this. My guest is Dominique Ostrander. She's an educator for Jarrow Formulas. And are you always searching for a way to be restful?
Good morning. Am I always searching for a way to be restful? Mm-hmm. No.
Really?
I think I have a standard. I think I like how Stephen used the word plop on the couch, and I think that would be the description that I would use for me too. Plop on the couch or plop into bed or something.
Is there anything else you like to do when you're wanting to be, experience to rest? Is there anything in particular that really causes you to feel restful?
I read. I pull out my iPad and I read. I actually will do that before I'll turn on television. So I'll lay on the couch and read.
Yeah, that was the leading choice. That was the first choice people cited as a restful activity was reading.
Mm-hmm.
Can you rest when other people are around?
Not really.
Yeah, me either.
My husband, I can rest when he's around, but I certainly couldn't rest with a house full of people. Mm-hmm. When there's commotion or anything like that, I couldn't.
Yeah. Being on their own was the third most restful activity. 52% of the 18,000 people in the survey said, I want to be alone.
Right. Well, because you're not going to be interrupted. And like you said, you're not going to have to engage.
Yeah.
You don't have to be on, so to speak. And I think that definitely promotes a sense of relaxation.
Listening to music was another. That was number 4. And just doing nothing in particular. Mm-hmm. All of those I find appealing. All of those apply to me. I don't know. They probably most likely apply to you, maybe most of the people listening. I don't think any of those are so bizarre that I think most people, those top 5 really are reflective of what people would like to do to rest. It is so essential to health. It doesn't seem, I don't know. Do you
think people confuse relaxation with restfulness?
I think
because
relaxing.
A lot of people would say gardening is relaxing, for example, or going for a walk on a beautiful day is relaxing. some people don't think that is restful. But I think ultimately it promotes restfulness.
Being physically active is not restful. You're not resting means that you're not, well, Stephen, if you have are you busy? Are you caught up in something? No. Look up Webster's definition for rest or resting. Let's be clear about what we mean by rest. What does resting mean to you? I mean, what's that definition for you? Seems obvious.
Resting means there's a stillness there.
A stillness.
A stillness, yes. Resting means there's a stillness. But I think that ultimately people now, because we're overscheduled and inundated with and guilty or guilt-ridden if we're not somehow moving, I think that if we're not doing something, and this is in quotations, productive, then, like you said, people don't want to be seen or deemed as lazy. So there's a fine line, I think, between the perception of what we consider relaxing and actually restful. But ultimately, I think the things that we will call relaxing do promote restfulness.
Definition?
Yes, from Merriam-Webster's, the definition for rest is pretty much what Dominique said: a bodily state characterized by minimal functional and metabolic activities, free from any activity or labor, in a state of motionless or inactivity, the repose of death, which is a little creepy.
Right. So, in other words, you're not gardening, you're not riding roller coasters, you're not exercising, you're
still.
You're still. You're quiet. You're quiet. I guess Buddhist monks get a lot of rest because they're contemplative. They like to be alone. Prayer. Maybe that's interesting. Yeah. Go back. I don't know if you heard what I said about going back to first principles, and we keep looking for these what's the newest thing that's going to help me live longer and give me better quality of life? What is the secret study? What's the secret potion? What's the magic therapy? Go back to first principles. Get enough sleep. Make sure you rest.
I emphatically agree with you. I'm a huge proponent of the basics, always have been.
Right, the rudiments.
That's right.
What are the rudiments? What are the fundamentals? What are the pillars? Whatever metaphor you want to use. That's an interesting. We assume well, what does rest mean? Rest to one person is one thing. One person's rest is another person's perception of being lazy. Right? I can't rest. I got things to do. After all,
exactly right.
I got a career. I'm important. Don't you know that? Right? That's what we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. My dad.
But I'm saying there's a guilt there. It's like, why sit on the couch when I could be doing whatever? Not understanding that sitting on the couch or stillness overall, in the end, cumulatively promotes better health. But there's a fine line, again, not spending too much time sedentary.
Yeah.
There's a fine line. I'm not promoting sedentarism, so.
I got it. We come back. Maybe there are some diet and lifestyle factors that can help with all this, and supplements too.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in 1 capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Natural Factors presents.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray. How would you like to feel more calm, centered, and alert with greater mental focus and clarity? Pharma-GABA, a special natural form of the major brain chemical GABA, can help. Our brain can naturally produce GABA, but sometimes we don't produce enough, so taking it as a supplement can give your brain a GABA boost. Pharma-GABA is a clinically proven form that is considerably more effective than other forms. Pharma-GABA produces favorable changes in brainwave patterns as well as a dramatic reduction in markers of stress, including salivary cortisol levels. Pharma-GABA is fast-acting, with feelings of calmness and mental focus experienced within 5 minutes of taking Pharma-GABA. So, if you want to feel calmer with greater mental clarity and focus and need a fast-acting help to cope with a stressful day, give Pharma-GABA a try. I think you'll be glad you did.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness. BSN, Finish First. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. The concepts of health, wellness, and well-being, they get conflated, and they're used interchangeably as synonyms, and they shouldn't be. They're different concepts. And even in the world of philosophy, they talk about well-being, you know. And anything that's good for a person, typically they say it's good for their well-being. Think of the word being. Being what? Being in the world. Being in the world. Your well-being. Happiness is often associated with well-being, a feeling maybe of contentment, peacefulness, well-being, a better sense of well-being, more at ease with oneself. There's a lot of ways to construe that concept. That's different than some disease process that's gnawing away at your cells, tissues, and organs, right? Which can interfere with your wellness and well-being. Dominique, welcome back. I bring this up because the concept of restfulness is typically, it's good for your well-being. It makes you feel better, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you can't underestimate that and how important that is. If you walk through life day in and day out and you don't feel good, not because you're sick, but because you're so wrapped up in being busy and lots of stress, and your well-being is being eroded. You just don't feel well. You know, you're not yourself. There's all kinds of ways people express that. That's part of the that contributes to a person's overall health, I think, in my opinion. Now, maybe is this a stretch? I can talk, and you can too, about diet and exercise, diet and lifestyle factors that can contribute to well-being. Are there any? Do you think that they're, from a supplement perspective, am I pulling too far here to say that maybe there are some supplements that could contribute to well-being? I mean, or to the idea of being more restful, which would contribute to well-being?
I think that that's a legitimate. You know, like we've talked about on the air before. If you think of a triangle, and each point on the triangle has one of these written there. It doesn't matter where. Feelings, thoughts, and behavior. So at any point that you intercede, you're going to affect the other two. So if, let's say you're taking a dietary supplement that would promote relaxation, like GABA Soothe, for example, then you would have a better sense of well-being because you would be able to relax. A lot of people have trouble relaxing, getting that feeling in their body of where they can actually settle down and enjoy their time being still and restful versus being anxious, being still, because a lot of people can't, their bodies are not accustomed to winding down. Like your producer was saying, on, just basically going until you drop into bed.
Mm-hmm. What was it? What was the name of the supplement?
GABA Soothe.
GABA Soothe?
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. GABA Soothe.
Let's go to Brandon, Florida. Connie, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Yes, thank you for taking my call. What I find restful is sewing by hands. Like if I'm sewing something by hands.
Yeah.
That's what I find restful.
What do you sew? I got a bunch of shirts that need to be tapered.
The thread and the needle. I'm a senior.
No,
but otherwise, I find it really restful.
Do you mean crocheting, for example?
No. It's sewing with a needle and thread. The old-fashioned way, needle and thread.
Well, listen, if you run out of garments to sew, call the studio and I'll box this stuff up. Give me your address. I got shirts that need to be tapered, some pants that need to be hemmed. I can give you more sewing to do than you have sense.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. Do you like is there anything else you like to do to have a better sense to rest other than sewing? Do you like to be alone? Do you like to read? Do you just
I love to read and prayer at times.
Pray? To pray?
Yeah.
Praying is restful.
Meditating, yeah.
Meditation.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you calling and sharing that. I would like if other people would do that, would be interesting, because after all, that's how we learn. Hearing about I can tell you about the studies like I just did and get an expert such as Dominique to comment on it. I can comment on it. But it's always wonderful to hear from you who watch the show and listen to the show, wherever you may be here in the United States.
Thank you for your program. Yeah, I love it. It's very good. There's not enough of it,
Not enough of it.
Yeah.
That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said about this show. There's not enough of it. Yeah, I'll have to tell the Suits that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Appreciate
Have a good
it.
day. Thank you.
Thank you. Not enough of it. That's a high compliment. I really take that as a high compliment. That's nice, isn't it, Dominique? So
what was that?
she said about Connie said about the show. She says I can't get enough of it. I said that's a very high compliment.
For sure.
Yeah. So well-being, it's a term. The term quality of life references the general well-being of people, even society. I think quality of, see how these concepts get interwoven. Well-being is another way to think about this is a state of contentment, being happy, at peace with oneself, being optimistic, being, as I say, just generally contented. So how do you get there? How do you achieve that? What? By never stopping? By being caught up in a context of stress day in and day out? Probably not. In order to achieve well-being, you have to find moments of restfulness where you might be alone and quiet and read and whatnot. I guess this is all making sense. We come back, we'll talk even more about, this is interesting. Dominique thinks, and I agree with her, you believe it's a legitimate dietary supplementation can contribute to restfulness. Dominique.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I think, again, it's affecting one part of it. So if you're affecting yourself physically, it will allow you then to feel more relaxed, and then your behavior is, okay, I can be still on my sofa or laying in bed.
Yeah, you got me on Facebook? Is that where you have me? You got to turn your mic on. Leave the damn thing on.
No, it's the live stream. I'm checking the live stream from my mobile.
Put me on Facebook.
You have to talk to John, but I'm sure we...
All right, we'll be back with Let's Talk Nutrition. We've got another hour to go. How restful are you? How peaceful? What's your well-being like?
statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. I'm glad you could stop by today. I was thinking, what if there were a talk show that was just the opposite of this one, where they talked about all the kinds of nutritional and dietary lifestyle sins people could commit. Is there such a show on the air? Stephen, do you know?
Not specifically dedicated to that, but I'm sure like some of the other talk shows that, are more of a general topic, comedy and things like that, they'll probably touch on the gluttonous desires of people.
And eating unhealthy, what kind of fast food you should eat.
Mm-hmm. Instead of people calling in about their weight loss, they'd call in and say, I gained 40 pounds in the past 2 months. It's fantastic.
I know that sounds kind of bizarre. You know what? That would be successful. Teaching people how to commit nutritional sin. I don't know, although I don't think you need to teach them. They figured it out. Or lifestyle sins. And just have a show about doing all those things that don't necessarily contribute to health one iota. That show would probably be off the charts. People will be calling in all over the place. Oh, yeah, I found this diner where they serve these fries that are right?
Well, they've got that dinner drive-ins and dives with Guy Fieri. Yeah, so, I mean, that's similar.
Diners, drive-ins, and dives. I watch that all the time.
Oh, yeah, makes you hungry.
That's Have you ever seen that show, Josh?
Yeah, but I don't know. That guy kind of like overdoes it a little bit. I think.
You think?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm paying attention to the food, Josh. I'm not sure what you're paying attention to.
He overeats the food that's in front of him.
He enjoys the hell out of it, though.
I saw one where they went to like an all-you-can-eat thing, and I was like, "There's no way a human being can eat what that guy just ate."
Diners, drive-ins, and dives. I watch it, one, because I think some of the places he goes to and the restaurants that he visits are really classic and interesting, and the food itself. And there's no disguise. He's not going to say, the word healthy eating doesn't come up that much. It's just not going to come up all that much, and he doesn't give a rip.
Well, I agree with Steve, though. I mean, the food looks great, but, I mean, that guy... Geez.
And it tastes good, too.
Yeah,
it does. I admit.
Especially the ones with the episodes with the barbecue. I love it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, is that show still on the air?
I think it is. Yeah, I think so. There was also another one where on one of those similar networks, Food or whatever. I forget the guy's last name. His first name was Andrew, I think, and he would go around to places that had like eating competitions at their restaurants. Like if you could eat this 30-pound steak, you get it for free type of thing, or the hottest wings on earth, and the episodes would be about him just being just glutton and just, I mean, like some of the stuff that you would see actually made you kind of just your stomach rumble. You're like, ugh, just imagining eating.
I saw that too. Is that the same guy that had the world's largest hamburger? And there was an episode where he had to eat the hamburger and beat the record in the restaurant.
See if you can find Andrew something or other. The concept of all you can eat. I mean, all you can eat? Why? That concept, it just doesn't make any sense.
I found it.
Who is it?
It's Bizarre Foods with Andrew Zimmern.
No, that's a different one. The one I'm thinking of, I don't think it's on the air anymore, but Andrew Zimmerman show's good. He takes, he goes around the world to different places and tries the cuisine from, he might be in like an African, somewhere in Africa in like some random area.
It's not necessarily unhealthy food.
Right, no, his is even, I would say maybe it's more of a healthy foods because he's eating the natural.
Goes to different cultures.
Yeah.
The other guy, Steve, he has the spiky blonde hair, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll look for that one.
That's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
What's the one with the?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. So it's interesting. Those shows are wildly popular, as I understand it. It's like those shows are like going to a nightclub. My show's like going to church. Right? You want to listen to this guy tell you how to be healthy? And I would rather listen to a guy to tell me about diners, drive-ins, and dives and whatnot. I don't want to go to church. I want to go to the club.
The other show is Man vs. Food.
Yep. I just found it.
What is it?
Man vs. Food with Adam Reichman or Richman. Man vs. Food, yeah. I'm not sure if that one's still on, but that's the one that makes your stomach turn sometimes.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, I hope my show's not like going to church. I don't want it to be tedious and painful. It's supposed to have fun. Dominique Ostrander is my guest. It's not, when you come on to the show, Miss Ostrander, it's like going to church.
No, it's like going to a nightclub.
But there's no smoking.
Right, exactly. No smoking, no drinking.
Yeah, just talking.
No dancing.
No dancing. You just sort of just stand there. No, that's no fun.
No, I agree that I'm actually in the middle of watching a series on Netflix with my husband called Shameless. And it's as if every horrible thought that you've ever had, they play out. It's if you ever thought, like, well, what would happen if I just ran my car right into this person or whatever because you have just every crazy thought that you have, it's kind of like these characters just play that out. The show is really
those kind of shows are very popular because it violates sensibilities. It takes you out of the boundaries of civilized existence.
Yes, exactly. And the title is perfect. Shameless. It is shameless what they do, episode after episode.
No shame at all, right?
No shame, and it doesn't. And it just when you think that they just can't get any morally more corrupt, they do.
One should never underestimate the moral decline of humans. The potential to morally devolve. One should never underestimate that in humans. Humans will find there are animals in the animal kingdom that don't behave that way. Right?
Right, absolutely.
I guess that's part of being intelligent too. That you're smart enough to figure out how to do things that would violate, where you have no shame. See, those kind of shows are popular. Having an unhealthy talk show. Tune in to Let's Not Talk About Nutrition. Oh, crony. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, I feel like speaking of running into brick walls, sometimes I feel like I'm doing that. I wonder, am I making any headway? Does the show reach people? Does it raise their consciousness? I'm not much of a shock jock. I don't like doing that, saying outrageous things to get people to do something or just get a response. I'm not wired like that, but I'm trying to persuade. And I often wonder: are we reaching people? Are we really having some effect that really makes a difference? I often wonder. We get good feedback, but I still wonder about it. I worry about it. Because we're trying to do that. I don't want it to be like going to church. Being healthy should be fun, man. Shouldn't it? Food should be fun. Lifestyle and food and all these things, there should be a fun aspect, an enjoyable aspect to them. Don't you agree?
I do. Well, that's the whole principle behind getting kids involved. And you always see the excited mom with their young children in the kitchen and coming up with ways to get the kids interested in making better food choices. And I think as adults, I hate to say this and sound so pessimistic, but I think as an adult, we're kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that. And I think that there's resistance there because old habits die hard.
I remember as a boy when my mother would make things from scratch. And we had this one kitchen table. It was wood, but it was a marble top. And she would work on that marble top. She would make things from scratch. And I remember as a boy helping her, whether she's kneading flour to make something, a bread or whatever she was making. And I would participate in that. And I remember the eggs. I would help her crack the eggs. I was involved with food. I've always enjoyed. What kid doesn't like to do that? Tell me. Mm-hmm. And that's part of your relationship with food. That's wholesome and healthy. That's how you get kids on the right path. Taking them to McDonald's and giving them a box and say, eat this, that's an abstraction of food.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, algae for life. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. Dominique Ostrander is my guest today, talking about rest, of all things. Simple, yes? Well, maybe not so much to get it. This new survey, it was an online survey, probably not the most scientific of surveys, that particular method, but nevertheless, I think it is revelatory about how important it is for people to get rest. 68% of this study, there were 134 countries involved in the study, 18,000 people chose to participate in the survey, which is kind of interesting. They took time out to talk about rest. 68% of that those 18,000 people said they'd like more rest. I would be in that group. Yeah. 33%, almost a third, said that they needed more rest than the average person, and only 10% thought that they needed less rest. Those are the same people that only need 2 hours sleep a night too, right? Dominique, welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. I wondered about that when you and I have done many sleep shows over the years, and about how the question that you raised is, how are you biologically different than every other human that walks this earth, where you don't require a lot of sleep?
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned that one supplement from Jarrow Formulas that you think that could contribute to relaxation, which would lead to being restful. Could you repeat the name of it, please?
Sure. It's GABA Soothe.
GABA Soothe.
And GABA Soothe, and it has pharma-GABA in it. It has 100 milligrams of GABA, 100 milligrams of theanine, and 225 milligrams of ashwagandha.
Are there any other supplements that would contribute to being restful?
I think any of those by themselves or in combination. There is theanine by itself is it has a direct effect on serotonin and dopamine levels, which we know that the higher our serotonin and dopamine levels are, the more relaxation we have, our greater ability to learn. So theanine by itself would be something that could help a lot of people. People that are anxious tend to benefit from theanine, taking it a couple times throughout the day, because it promotes a relaxation without drowsiness.
Theanine.
Theanine. Mm-hmm.
L-theanine, which is an amino acid.
Correct.
Now, do you integrate L-theanine into other products that you have at Jarrow Formulas?
We have it in our GABA Soothe, and
do you have a sleep product? You all have a sleep product?
We do. Our Sleep Optimizer is excellent. And the Sleep Optimizer, again, is a combination. And for those people that are having, again, the problem, what we were talking about earlier in the show, is the things that promote relaxation, which ultimately promote restfulness. So it's kind of like in stages. So if we can get you to relax, well, then we can get you to
rest,
to be restful.
Right.
Exactly.
Instead of leading a frenetic existence. 877-897-8255. Very therapeutic. This is a simple thing. Again, going back to first principles: sleep, rest. It's not just being restful. Most people in the study said that they like to be alone. They would prefer to be alone when they're trying to rest. But at the same time, we need to be socially connected to others as well. Don't want to leave a hermit-like life, I guess. I don't know. But some people, one extreme or another, being totally alone or never wanting to be alone. Somewhere in the middle, there's got to be a place. That Sleep Optimizer, of course, getting better sleep would would that incline people, you think, to want to move toward being more restful if they get enough sleep? Or not? Ironically, not getting enough sleep would lead them there.
It is an ironic thing because I think that when you have good quality sleep, you're more productive, and it's not a frenetic energy. It's a productive type of energy. And I think that then people use things like too much caffeine, too much other stimulus in order to get them through their day when their sleep is lacking. So quality of sleep, I don't really think of anything as more basic than that. It's necessary. And the people that say, oh, well, I function better on less sleep, well, that might be for what seems like a day, maybe two.
Short term.
Short term, exactly. But it's never going to be long term. Never.
It's interesting. Seems like a simple thing. Just get enough rest. Where do you fit it in? When do you find that moment? And how long should...
Prioritizing it.
Almost like you have to sort of consciously fit it in, right? You got to say, do you do that every day, once a week? You know, it's interesting. Simple. It starts to say, okay, how do I do this? Finding a moment where I can be restful. I don't know if you have to do it every day, but not doing it ever and not breaking up the continuum of busyness, right?
Well, like you told Josh, you said to him in the first hour, you said it would be indicative of helping a person lose weight. And that was, the years of cardiac rehab. The first place to start to getting weight off is sleeping, having better sleep and sleeping longer. Not that I want you in bed for 12 hours, but a good solid 8 hours goes a long way for helping a person lose weight.
877-897-8255. If you have some ideas about how to be restful, maybe of those top 5 that I mentioned from this study, maybe you have some other idea of what is restful. Love to hear from you. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition restfully, coast to coast.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
60s even in some north. Coming up tonight.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymatica, the enzyme experts. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Got a little bit more time to go here. 877-897-8255. Toll free. Please feel free to call anytime you want. Always interested in hearing from you. Talking about rest today, of all things. And do you think, Dominique, welcome back, by the way. Do you think that there are foods that disrupt people to the extent that, you know, they become more anxious, that will make them more anxious and uninclined to rest? There's one, I mean, the S word comes to mind right away. You know what I'm talking about? The S word?
Yes.
Sugar.
S word?
Sugar.
Oh.
Too much, like, for example, when you give children too much sugar, the last thing that they want to do is what? Rest. And then parents wonder why I can't get my kid to sleep. Well, the kid was, he or she was just eating a bunch of candy right before they went to bed. And now you want them to sleep.
Interesting, because the studies on that are, okay, so while I agree with you on one hand, the studies are a little bit inconclusive. And the reason why they're inconclusive about this connection between sugar and hyperactivity is because the sugar is really, according to some studies, is having an effect on the brain, on the children's brain chemistry in terms of feel good and mood, which then makes them act excitedly. So it's not necessarily that they're hyper, it's that they're feeling good.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's go to Bill in Tampa. Bill, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
You know, doctor, they hooked some people up to monitors young people in a study of sleep and ADD and so forth, and the readings went crazy when they gave them one thing, and they showed the bag, but they had it marked out for legal reasons, but Skittles. Apparently Skittles, because they're so full of sugar and neurotoxins and the artificial flavors and colors, that the kids reacted within 1 hour. Then they did it on different age groups right up into the 60s, and they all had the same problem. So I think even more so than the sugar, personally, I think it's the additives in the foods. That's
an interesting point. These chemicals, added sugar, and then the chemicals to color it, to preserve it, and whatnot. That's a point well taken. I guess my point is this. We often think of being unable to rest because of just the frenetic lifestyle, being busy. But I'm suggesting that perhaps food can stimulate people in ways that would move them away from the whole idea of being restful in the first place.
Well, you know, doctor, I don't know anyone who doesn't go to grandma's house back when we could, of course, or mom's house. Condolences to you, and I know you lost your mom, and my mom's in real bad shape, and it's really tough. But, you know, that doesn't have a nice meal, even if it doesn't contain the best ingredients, but for some reason you sleep well that night. And so there's so much to it, and you're more of a doctor of, you know, the psychology of things anyway, so you can relate to this, that There's so much more to it than that. And today I heard that study, which I think that you may have caught, I think it was out of Duke University, that says that they can pretty much determine now when somebody is going to pass based upon, things they're doing with the blood. Did you hear that study this morning? It was on the radio.
No. Doing with the blood. What do you mean?
All these different parameters and so forth.
I think I reported on that. Was that yesterday? If we're talking about the same study, I think I know what you're referring to.
Interestingly enough, though, I was in the gym with 3 or 4 people, and we were all listening to that same radio, and you could see the expressions on people. Basically, they were saying, you're doomed by your genetics.
Yeah, I reported on that. Let me see if I can find that study. I reported on that yesterday.
I wish that I hadn't heard that because, again, you're a student of the mind. When you seed somebody's mind with a thought like that, so I'm going to try to push that thought out of my mind, and I don't suggest that anybody that's in the natural health field will even bring that to someone's attention because you get that in your mind. It's already set. And they went so far as to say it didn't even matter their lifestyle. They still seemed to pass at that time, predetermined time.
The study I reported on was out of UCLA. It was
I think that was the same one, correct.
Epigenetic clock predicts life expectancy. And what they found in the study, was they posed the question, why do some people lead a perfectly healthy lifestyle yet still die young? And this international study suggested that the answer lied in our DNA. In other words, it was genetically determined, no matter what people did to live longer, the genes seemed to outplay diet and lifestyle. And here's what they said.
Interesting thought, but I will tell you from my experience in my family that the people that are into the health thing are doing much better than the other ones that are, in their 60s and 70s. And one thing that they didn't mention in that study was quality of life. I go to assisted living every day, and I see people in all manners of stages of whatever. So you know what I'm going to say. It's not just getting to a number. It's what kind of condition are you in?
Well, one of the things...
90, are you a healthy 90? Are you a healthy 40? Yes, your DNA may say you check out at, 70, but, you're going to have, no matter what, you're going to have a better lifestyle if you eat and take care of yourself.
What they didn't report in the mainstream media about that study, I'm pretty sure they didn't report it, is that even though risk factors such as smoking, diabetes, and high blood... those factors, smoking, diabetes, high blood pressure, and so on, are still better predictors of mortality than the epigenetic aging rate. I've always said that. Diet and lifestyle account for more of the variance in terms of how people age and how long they live and quality of life than do genetics. Genetics is...
Absolutely, Doc. And what you're doing with your show and so forth, it's just common sense, folks. If you eat right and exercise, you're going to have a better life. I don't care what any study.
I know, but I know that there's people out there, and they make you crazy. They smoke. They smoke.
Times last week on the road, and I felt like hell. Okay?
Well, there's some people that smoke, drink, don't sleep right, do this, do that, and they never get sick. Those people drive me nuts. We'll be back. Thank you for your call. We'll be back. We'll have the LTN health question of the day. We'll see what else Dominique has to say about how do you get better rest.
Battling sinus, bronchial disorders, allergies, and other seasonal irritants can be a constant struggle, making this the season when you need Oreganol P73 the most, nature's most powerful natural remedy. Get the blast of wild nature you need with the only wild Mediterranean oregano extract, Oreganol P73 from North American Herb & Spice. After being tested, both the USDA and the FDA agree Oreganol P73 is powerful. North American Herb & Spice knows it's powerful as well and knows P73 is just what you need. When you take P73, you'll experience its cleansing power. You'll smell the fresh mountain-grown aroma and feel its effectiveness. The Greeks used wild oregano for their health, not just spice, and called it oreganos, the delight of the mountain. Oreganol P73 is 100% wild, hand-picked Mediterranean oregano. Do not accept cheap imitations made from farm-raised or non-oregano species. Use Oreganol P73 and stay healthy all year long. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymatica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymatica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness. BSN, Finish First. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Okay, here's the LTN health question of the day. In this 134 country study on rest, it was called the REST test. It was an online survey. I'm not sure it was the most rigorous of scientific studies, if you will, but 18,000 people figured, I'm going to take time to do this survey. Took time out to do it. That's sort of indicative of how important people think rest is. So in the survey, they asked them a number of questions, one of which was, what do you find to be among the more restful activities? Okay. And they listed them. They gave them to the people who were collecting the data. What was the number one thing that emerged as most restful activity? What was the number one most restful activity in this survey? A, people being on their own. B, reading. Or C, listening to music. What was listed as the most restful activity, emerged as the most restful activity for people in this survey? A, being on their own. B, reading. Or C, listening to music. 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. 8255. That's talk. 877-897-TALK. Dominique, welcome back. I'll give you a hint to that question. It's related to some of the things that they encouraged in school. Okay? So, welcome back to the show. And let's just by review mention some of those products that you think would contribute to being more relaxed, which would lead to people then being more inclined to maybe want to be more restful. What were those?
GABA Soothe, Jarrow Formula Sleep Optimizer, as well as our separate supplements, theanine, or 5-HTP, or ashwagandha, tryptophan, melatonin. All of those would help promote relaxation. I'm a big fan of theanine.
Theanine, L-theanine?
Theanine,
Why is that?
Because it does help facilitate higher levels of serotonin and dopamine, and I think that contributes to a feeling of well-being, as you said, and relaxation without drowsiness. It helps people feel a lot less anxious.
Can you take it during the daytime then?
Absolutely.
What about Pharmagaba? Can you take Pharmagaba?
You can. Pharmagaba can definitely be taken during the day without any kind of drowsiness. Again, that would depend on how sensitive you are. I think GABA can, if you're sensitive to that, it could make you a little bit drowsy, where theanine wouldn't.
I see.
But it does help promote very restful sleep. So if that could be something that you can take earlier in the evening, and then once bedtime comes, you be ready for sleep.
Okay.
Again, we're kind of doing it in stages.
Got it. Health question. The LTN health question of the day. I'll give you two choices. We're running out of time. Phones are a little quiet now. Among the most restful activities, which of these two was listed as number one among these people, 18,000 people that took the survey? Was it being on their own or reading? Which one of those two ranked number one as the most restful activity for these people online? Was it people being alone, being on your own by yourself, or reading? 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. I would be remiss. You have a couple of new products out that have nothing to do with what we're talking. Well, maybe the one does. Nothing what we're to do with resting or being restful. one is something about this chicken soup business. What is it? What's that about?
Yes, we have our Beyond Bone Broth, and it's brand new, and everything in it is organic. It's basically a collagen and mineral drink mix, and we know that bone broths are touted for just many benefits to bones, joints, your gastrointestinal tract. So yeah, we have a beef and a chicken flavor.
Do you warm it up or what?
It's in a powder, and so you mix boiling water with it, and you drink it like it's a broth.
And what are the
And
what are
there's
the what
10
are the
grams of protein, or 11 grams of protein.
what are the
in,
yeah? Go ahead. Protein. What else?
So there's there's collagen type 1 and type 2. There's a chondroitin sulfate, microcrystalline hydroxyapatite, which is our bone up formula, which is what's in our bone up.
Yeah.
There's aquamine, which is a sea algae mineral complex, and then of course our famous Jarrow, which is an activated silicon.
How do I get my mitts on some of that?
Right. I can get your mitts on some of that for you.
All right. And what's the other new product you have?
And then our other new product is our golden milk and golden tea, which is again in a powder form, but it's in a turmeric. It's a liquid turmeric infusion drink. So, for example, in the golden milk, there's a grass-fed whey protein concentrate in there, milk protein concentrate, coconut milk, or an organic turmeric.
And golden tea?
And the golden tea is a non-dairy version of the same thing.
Can I get my mitts on that one?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. Yeah, the golden tea is with coconut milk and almond flour.
All right. Let's go to Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. Say it twice. Say it twice. Jimbo, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's happening, big guy?
You are. You're what's happening.
Yeah, that's right. And,
so, what do you think was the most restful activity, Jimbo?
Well, I try to do it quite often, and I would have to say reading.
That's right, man.
Oh,
You know, I was in Starbucks yesterday morning, and I had my books out, and I was reading, and this elderly man walked up to me. He said, "You know, young man," and he was good with me as soon as he said "young man." He said, "I didn't know they still made those things called books."
Yeah, what are those flat things?
Yeah, he said everybody's reading off their computers. I said, "Point well taken." No, I said I got lots of books. Thanks for listening, Jim. Thank you for calling, and we enjoy coming into your neck of the woods, man.
Yeah, I had to take a sleep study because I had real issues with sleeping, and I thought everybody was just dizzy, exhausted like I was.
We got to go. Call me back. Thanks, Dominique. Your health is your wealth. Love you.